A very good morning, students. Students, today we will discuss all the 6 fundamental rights which have been given by the Constitution of India to its citizen. The first one is right to equality. And under right to equality, there are several rights which have been given to the citizens. The first one is equality before law. Second is equal protection of laws. Next is prohibition on the discrimination on the basis of religion. नेक्स्ट इज इक्वल असेस, सबको बराबर का अधिकार टू शॉप, बैथिंग घाट्स एंड होटल्स. नेक्स्ट इज इक्वलिटी ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी इन एम्प्लॉयमेंट. नेक्स्ट वन इज एबोलिशन ऑफ टाइटल्स. And the last one is abolition of untouchability. And according to right to equality, now untouchability has been declared as an offense. It has been declared, ये एक अपराध डिक्लेयर किया गया है. The second law, fundamental right, is right to liberty and personal freedom. In 9th class also you must have read why right to freedom is known as a cluster of different rights and the importance of right to freedom. Now let's see. Under right to liberty and personal freedom, each and every person has the right to speech and expression, assemble peacefully, to form association, to move freely throughout the territory of India, to reside and settle in any parts of India, to practice any profession or to carry on any occupation, trade or business. And every citizen has the right to life and liberty and rights of the accused and convicts. These are several rights which have been provided to the citizen of our country under right to liberty and personal freedom. Let's move, and this is third right, right to freedom of religion. As we have discussed in previous classes also, why India is known as a secular state. So because India, the citizen have been given right to freedom of religion, so India has been declared as a secular state. Now under right to freedom of religion, each and every person has the freedom of conscience and profession of his own religion. They have the freedom to manage religious affairs, freedom to give religious instructions in certain institutions. Now next is right against exploitation. Under right against exploitation, there is prohibition of forced labor. No one can prohibit or no one can force anyone to do labor without any payment. Now prohibition of employment of children in hazardous job, and these are under right against exploitation. The next one is cultural and educational right of minority group. Under this right, each and every person has the protection of language, culture of minority, and they have the right of minority to establish educational institutions. And the sixth right is right to constitutional remedy. This right is also known as the heart and soul of constitution. And according to this right, everyone is free to move the court for insurance of writ. Anyone can go to Supreme Court if their fundamental rights have been violated. So this is known as right to constitutional remedy. So these are 6 fundamental rights which have been granted by the Constitution to every citizen of India. Now according to this, these are the examples of clear discrimination. इन वन इंस्टांस, हमने अभी 2 एग्जाम्पल्स पढ़े थे. दे वन इंस्टांस द डिस्क्रिमिनेशन इज़ बेस्ड ऑन कास्ट, जो हमने yesterday we discussed, and in another it is based on gender. Do you think that such discrimination is justified? No, it is not justified. And right to equality tries to do away with such and other discriminations. इट प्रोवाइड्स फॉर इक्वल एक्सेस टू पब्लिक प्लेसेस, क्योंकि इसने सबको पब्लिक प्लेसेस पे जाना सबके लिए ही खुला हुआ है, लाइक शॉप्स, होटल्स, प्लेसेस ऑफ एंटरटेनमेंट, वेल्स, बैथिंग घाट्स एंड प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप. There cannot be any discrimination in this access on the basis of caste, creed, color, sex, religion or place of birth. It also prohibits, ये भी मना करता है एनी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन इन पब्लिक एम्प्लॉयमेंट ऑन एनी ऑफ द अबव मेंशन्ड बेसिस. This right is very important because our society did not practice equal access in the past. क्योंकि कास्टिज्म हमारे यहाँ तो बहुत पहले से चल रहा है, अपर क्लास लोअर क्लास, एंड देर इज डिस्क्रिमिनेशन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ रिलीजन ऑल्सो एंड ऑन सेवरल बेसिस. सो राइट टू इक्वलिटी इज द बेस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर ईच एंड एवरी सिटीजन ऑफ आवर कंट्री. So the practice of untouchability, and this was the main point of right to equality, is one of the crudest manifestation of inequality, and this has been abolished under the right to equality. The same right also provides that the state shall confer no title on a person except those who excel themselves in military or academic fields. कि जाति के नाम पर, धर्म के नाम पर किसी को कोई टाइटल नहीं होगा, सिर्फ उसकी क्वालिटी के बेस पर, अगर एकेडमिक में और मिलिट्री में, उसी बेस पर उनको टाइटल अवार्ड किया जाएगा. Thus, right to equality strives to make India a true democracy by ensuring a sense of equality of dignity and status among all its citizens. Have you read the preamble of our constitution? How does it describe equality? You will find that the preamble mentions two things about equality. One is equality, let me come equality of status and equality of opportunity. Now equality of opportunity means that all sections of the society enjoy equal opportunity. अपॉर्चुनिटी का मतलब है सबको समान अवसर मिलेगा, बट इन अ सोसाइटी वेयर देयर आर वेरियस काइंड्स ऑफ सोशल इनइक्वलिटी. लेकिन एक ऐसी सोसाइटी जहाँ पर बहुत सोशल इनइक्वलिटीज़ बहुत ही ज़्यादा है. व्हाट डज इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी मीन? इट मीन्स द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन क्लैरिफाइज, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में क्लियर कर दिया है दैट द गवर्नमेंट कैन इम्प्लीमेंट स्पेशल स्कीम्स एंड मेजर्स फॉर इम्प्रूविंग द कंडीशन ऑफ सर्टेन सेक्शंस ऑफ सोसाइटी. For example, children, women, and the socially and educationally backward classes. You may have heard about reservation in jobs. वैसे हम कहेंगे इक्वलिटी कैसे हो गई जब उसमें जॉब्स में रिजर्वेशन दे दी है. एंड इन एडमिशन you would have wondered why there are reservations if we follow the principle of equality. But in fact, Article 16 Clause 4 of the Constitution explicitly क्लैरिफाइज, उसने बिल्कुल पूरे एक्सप्लेन करके क्लैरिफाई किया है दैट ए पॉलिसी लाइक रिजर्वेशन विल नॉट बी सीन एज ए वायलेशन ऑफ राइट टू इक्वलिटी. इफ़ यू सी द स्पिरिट ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, दिस इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर फुलफिलमेंट ऑफ द राइट टू इक्वलिटी ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी. अगर हम कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को देखेंगे तो उसमें हमें बिल्कुल क्लियर दिखेगा कि रिजर्वेशन का मतलब ये था कि सभी क्लासेस को, सभी अपर क्लास लोअर क्लास सभी को इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी दी जाए, उनको जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी. यू आर द जज. स्पेशल इमेजिन यू आर द जज. यू हैव रिसीव्ड अ पोस्ट कार्ड फ्रॉम हदीबांधु who identifies himself as a member of Dalit community in Puri district in Orissa. Men from this community refused to follow a custom that required them to wash the feet of the groom and guest of the upper caste during marriage ceremonies. ये कहते हैं कि एक हमें एक पोस्ट कार्ड मिला एक हादीबंधु एक दलित कम्युनिटी से, और उसमें ये था कि दलित की कम्युनिटी में ये होता है कि अगर अपर क्लास में किसी भी कहीं शादी है तो ग्रूम को और उनके गेस्ट के पैर धुलवाने पड़ते हैं. In revenge, 4 women from this community were beaten up and another was paraded naked. The postcard writer says, our children are educated and they are not willing to do the customary job of washing the feet of upper caste men. Clear the leftover after the marriage feast and wash the utensils. उन्होंने कहा कि हमारे बच्चे पढ़े लिखे हैं और वो नहीं चाहते कि ये कस्टम जो हमारा है कि अपर क्लास के लोगों का अगर हम उनको शादी में बुलाते हैं तो हम उनके पहले पैर धोएं, या जो उनका लेफ़्ट ओवर है खाना बचा हुआ है उसको उठाएं और बर्तन साफ़ करें. एज्यूमिंग दैट द फैक्ट्स गिवन अबव आर करेक्ट, यू हैव टू डिसाइड. अब उनको डिसाइड कर दिस केस इन्वॉल्व वायलेशन ऑफ फंडामेंटल राइट्स. बिल्कुल. that would you order the government to do in this case? तो क्या तुम्हें लगता है कि ये वायलेशन ऑफ फंडामेंटल राइट्स है, और आप इसके लिए गवर्नमेंट को क्या आदेश देंगे कि इस केस में उन्हें क्या करना चाहिए? नाउ अंडर आर्टिकल 21, प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ लाइफ एंड पर्सनल लिबर्टी, no person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. So today we have completed right to equality or freedom of equality, you may say, and tomorrow we will be discussing that right to freedom. So this is all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day.